brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll start with the option, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. It's complete to Cruz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go.
Thompson Robinson. They shakes him off. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. How do you better here? So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
50 Fury. On the ball, ready.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Prescott now from the 50. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Prescott's throw taken in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pollard. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jamin Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on, and how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. First down, Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. A little juke, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Thompson Robinson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Push. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Rodriguez. As the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. This is Cruz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. And now an audible here into something else.
Hurry.
They'll run here with Rodriguez. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Throwing, Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 63 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And a Washington offense heading out They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first.
Finds through, and now a crease. And he gets this one just shy of the 30 to mark him down at the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got him.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. I mean, how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And then folks just driving a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
We're agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It's pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing, Thompson Robinson.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cruz. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. First down, here's Thompson Robinson.
That escapes the sack. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that well. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Rodriguez.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw his DTR. And this is going to be incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Hey, kill! 47!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. On second down, it's Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's Pollard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now they work this right upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Thompson Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. throwing 40 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Here's Dak. Complete. Pollard.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Here's Prescott. Able to find Gallup. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Dak. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences, and you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal.
He's got a man complete. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Slide for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Prescott.
He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan, and this has been a presentation.